Hello, Kenya. Good night. How are you?
Hello, fine.
Hello, great, excellent. So, how is your day going?
Fine.
Okay, that sounds really good. So, tell me, what did you do today?
It's okay, my day.
It's okay, your day. Yeah, that sounds really good. So, tell me, how was the weather by you today?
It's very hot.
It was very hot.
Yes,
Well, yeah, it's true in the morning, no, well, during the day, and most also at
at 3 or 4 o'clock.
yes,
It's rainy, but
it was rainy. Yes,
uh,
it's true. And now it's hot again. It's
yes,
warm again. Yeah, I know that sounds terrible. I prefer that it could be cool, but no. Only the rain made that today gets hot. Well, the night. Okay, yeah. So tell me, mm, I don't know. Okay, well, so do you remember what we learned the last class?
yes. I learned to the first verbs
Uh-huh.
and review to the use the will and going to.
Okay. So according at the review of will and going to, we are going to make this exercise. This is the exercise. Will versus going to exercises. We have here. Write a correct form of going to or will to complete the dialogue. For example, Laura, what are you doing this weekend? Jan, Tanya, I see a new play tomorrow at the Royal Court Theatre. Okay, this is a plan, right? This
Right,
is what's planned. So here I need to write, I'm going to see a new play tomorrow. I'm going to see. No, give me a second. Have you got the ticket yet? No. Well, yeah. No, yeah. It's sure that here is going to. Here, by sure is going to because this is the plan. And we have you got the ticket set? No, I. So the idea is to complete with going to or will. So I'm going to share the exercise by WhatsApp and uh, and to complete the exercise, give me a second. When you finish the exercise, you need to see answer space, see results. You need to choose here the results and to check the score. So give me a second. This is the link on WhatsApp. Did you get it?
yes.
Okay, so please continue doing the activity. If you have questions, you know that you can ask me, okay?
Okay. Ready, teacher.
Ready. Okay, so what was the correct well, yes, what was the correct answer by the first? Well, the first is I'm going to see. So by sure is I'm going to see new play tomorrow. So have you got the tickets yet? So what did you write here?
No, I am going to get them this afternoon. Actually, would you like to come?
Exactly, I'm going to get them. Mhm. Because this is a plan too. No, have you got the tickets yet? No, I'm going to get them this afternoon. Oh, thank you. What will be nice? Okay, so what sounds for here?
I will get you a ticket too.
Uh, I will get. Why here is will, Kenya?
It's a decision at the moment.
It's a decision that takes at the moment. Exactly. So, great. What time does it start?
8 o'clock, but we are all going to meet in the Green Cafe at 7, no, 15 to 7, past, past to 7.
15 past to 7. Exactly. So, why here it's going to?
It's a plan.
Exactly. It's a plan. So, in this case, the specific hour they had, and they know that the plan or the meeting is going to be at this specific time on the future. That's the idea that we use. I'm going to. We have Laura. Okay,
I will meet you in the cafe, but uh, I will be there around half to 7.
and why we use will.
It's a decision at the moment.
Exactly, it's a decision at the moment. So she's taking the decision at the moment. So I will meet you, and I will be. Okay, that's fine. One other thing. I've gotten the money at the moment.
I
What stands
will
for here?
pay for the ticket on Saturday. It's that's
Uh-huh.
okay.
So in this case, why she use I will pay for the ticket?
It's a decision on the moment, and it's the predictions and um, sin
Mhm.
evidencia.
Yes, without evidence. Exactly. That's a prediction. Prediction. So yeah, that's okay. No problem. Great. Why don't we gotta eat? Why don't we go eat something in the restaurant? That's a good idea.
We'll phone the others and see if you take one to come to.
In this case, again, it's will because it's a decision to take at the moment. So we have Laura, Good, and I.
I will book for a table for us.
So in this case, I will book. Again, is will because this is at the moment. They are talking at the moment.
Yeah,
And great,
I will meet you there in the moment. In a moment.
exactly. I put you there in the moment. Okay, easy. Questions, comments?
Yes, in the Laura, Good, and I will book. What is? It's a reservation or it's a menu?
Well, it's like the menu. No, I mean, we'll book a table for us. Mm, go inside, you get with a receptionist, and they have a book, no, and they know that how much people they have. Maybe I think so,
Okay.
because book like verb is reservar. Book como verbo es reservar. Eh, so, book, reservar. Contratar podría ser también. Any other questions?
No.
No. Okay, so we continue with other topic. Uh, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so we have present perfect. Okay, so we are going to make our view with present perfect, past simple. We are going to check the differences to do them. Okay, so we have here an image to present perfect form. We have here in positive, negative questions, and the short answers. Okay, we know that when we talk on present perfect, we need to use an auxiliary. And the auxiliary that we are going to use is have or has. And next to the auxiliary, we write a verb, but the verb in well, to end on present perfect, how it said it, that ends with double n, with e and n, like seen, like been. So here we have, I don't know, okay, no, we don't have the explanation, but we know that present perfect and positive, we write the auxiliary next to the verb. Uh, and negative, we write the obviously the not. And obviously, when we have a question, we write first the auxiliary, that the pronoun, and by short answers, obviously we only write a subject, the auxiliary have, and the verb on past participle, the verb on past participle that usually ends with e and n, not like uh, being, like called, well, not called, ends with e and d, but we have some of them that are regulars and some things that are irregulars. For example, some of them that are irregular are like drunk and caught, and some others that are regular are, for example, work that ends with ed, maybe mm, cooked, etc. Do you have questions?
No.
Do you remember they use the present perfect?
It's
Do you remember? Mm-hmm. It's
I use in the action.
mm-hmm.
mm, in the action in the past and is finished and at the moment.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we use present perfect principally to a well, to experiences that happened in the past or situations that unfinished in the past. Uh, for example, something that uh, that happened in the past now, and maybe this thing happened and this stored in past and are still happening now, or talking about a an activity that maybe interrupt other activity. For example, in the past, I did this thing, but the next thing that I'm doing now, in this case in past, obviously it's on present perfect, right?
Okay.
So, so yeah, we use present perfect like here. Now we have the summary chart to past recent events. For example, we don't say when or with time the expression including now. For example, she's had an accident. I passed the exam. Okay, yeah. This event passed recently, but we don't specific when. And obviously, this activity isn't now, but this activity was already now. For example, we have here some expressions to present perfect to talk about past recent events like just, already, yet, recently, today, this week, this morning, etc. And we have here some examples. And obviously here we have a line. Now we have past and we have now. Okay, past recent event, we are talking about an activity that obviously started in past, but you aren't doing now. No, and we don't know when the activity finish. We don't have a specific time. For example, have you finished yet? Yes, I've already finished. Okay, the person already finished, not the finish in past, but we don't know when. We don't know what specific time. Now, for example, if someone asks you, "Did you finish?" is different than "Have you finished yet?" Did you finish? It's like terminaste y ya terminaste o ya has terminado. No, sí, he terminado, ya he terminado. A diferencia de ya terminé. Ajá. Has a sense.
Yes.
Okay. So we have here something like recently. Have you seen any good films recently? Have you seen any good films recently? ¿Has visto alguna buena película recientemente? Today, this week, this month, etc. I haven't seen Ted today. Maybe he isn't feeling well. Okay, we have I haven't seen Ted today. No he visto a Ted el día de hoy. No lo he visto. A diferencia de no lo vi hoy. No, decir I didn't see him today sería como que ya terminó el día, ¿no? Y pues definitivamente ya no lo viste, ¿no? A diferencia de I haven't seen him today. No lo he visto hoy. De que todavía no acaba el día, por ello utilizas no lo he visto. Ajá. Yes, has sense. Do you have questions here? To
No.
past events, it's clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we have past experiences. We don't say when this event happened. Okay, obviously these activities aren't recently, no, aren't here like um, now near to now. In this case, we are talking about activities that happened in the past. Okay, maybe these activities finish, maybe not. We don't know. For example, we've been to Rome and Florence. I haven't read that book. Okay, we have been or we've been to Rome and Florence. Okay, we know that this happened and passed. No, nosotros hemos estado en Roma y Florencia, but we didn't know if they was in display the last month, the last year, last 2 years, something like that. We only know that the person was in display, but we don't know when this happened. I haven't read that book. It's like no he leído ese libro. No he leído ese libro. So by here, well, we are talking about activity that in past, no, the person didn't do the activity, but obviously it is like more expression that a common that when you say I didn't do this thing, but in this case the correct thing to use is present perfect. I haven't, yeah, I haven't do this thing. Okay. And we have other expressions not to past experiences. For example, never, ever, before. A superlative plus ever. Number of times until now. Okay. For example, we have never. No. Have you ever read it? I have never read it. Okay. Have you ever? It's like alguna vez. Have you ever read it? ¿Alguna vez lo has leído? No. And I have never read it. No lo he leído. Have you ever? By sure, if someone asks you, have you ever? It's ¿alguna vez lo has leído? ¿Alguna vez? Have you ever? ¿Alguna vez? But yeah, have you ever? It's more like a present perfect. Now, obviously, this have you ever, you need to answer on present perfect because we are using present perfect. But have you ever, on Spanish sounds like alguna vez has, y la actividad. Have you ever? So please write this in your notebook.
Okay. Ready.
Okay. Uh, when we use a superlative, lost ever. Okay, we have here an example. This is the best food I've ever tried. So how you can see, we are using a topic that we learned in some like classes, the superlative. Now, this is the best. It's not a good food. It's the best food I've ever tried. So it's common when we talk or when we use superlative to use the ever and obviously the present perfect. For example, this is the, I don't know, this is the biggest cat that I've ever seen. Es el gato más grande que he visto, ¿no? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And we use a number of times until now. For example, I've seen this film 3 times. I've seen this film 3 times. When we want to tell an experience, for example, here to see this film at specific times, the correct thing that we need to, the correct tense that we need to use is present perfect, not past. Because if I say I saw this film 3 times, okay, yeah, it's okay. But to sound that better, use present perfect, because we don't say it when the activity happened past. We only say that I saw first, but we don't know when. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, we have the next use now to unfinished situations, situations that start in past and have not finished. For example, how long have you been here? I have been here all day. Okay, so unfinished situation. Well, yeah, we are talking about situation to start in past and have not finished, but we are not talking that the activity I'm doing now. Okay, so this is could be similar to present simple, no? When we talk about routines, but in this case, this is different because we have an example here. How long have you been here? ¿Cuánto tiempo has estado aquí? I have been here all day. He estado aquí todo el día. Ajá. So, en this case, hablamos de una situación que obviamente pasó en el pasado, no ha terminado, pero no estamos utilizando presente simple. Porque presente simple quedamos que es más como para rutinas, como para hábitos, acciones que pasan de forma seguida. ¿Ya?
Yeah.
A menos que te digan cuánto tiempo has trabajado aquí. Okay, yo he trabajado aquí, ¿no? I have worked here for tantos años. Yo siempre, no sé, mi horario es de tal hora a tal hora. Ahí yo usaría presente simple. No, la siguiente oración estaría utilizando presente simple. Okay. And again, we have some common expressions to unfinished situations. For example, how long, for, since, all, plus time expression, plus lately. Okay, we have an example. Uh, we have been married for 20 years. We have been married for 20 years. Okay, yeah. In this case, we have a specific time. But in this case, when the situation start and the situation not finished, continue the situation, so we use present perfect. Okay, yeah, we can use I married uh, for 20 years. Estoy casada por 20 años. Okay. But the correct here is he estado casada. No, por 20 años. So the correct here is we have been married for 20 years. Entonces, ¿sí se nota esa diferencia? Estoy casada por 20 años. He estado casada por 20 años.
Yes.
Okay. We have other example like I've lived in this house all my life. In this house all my life. Okay, so how you can see we have the time expression my life next to all my life. But maybe you can buy all my maybe all my teenager, all my childhood, something like that. So in this case, the time expression is more talking about the situation of someone. No? So I live here, he vivido in this house, en esta casa, toda mi vida, all my life, toda mi niñez. ¿No? A diferencia de decir yo viví, ¿no? En pasado, yo viví en esta casa 3 años. I live in this house 3 years. So this is really different when we use present perfect and past simple. And the next example is We have been very busy lately. We have been we have been very busy lately. So lately it's like could be similar to recently. No, we have been very busy recently. Could be similar. But lately it's like últimamente y recently es recientemente. Entonces, yo he estado muy ocupada últimamente. Nosotros hemos estado muy ocupados últimamente. Que lo correcto en español sería decir últimamente nosotros hemos estado muy ocupados. Right.
Right.
Okay. Questions?
No.
Okay. Remember, write on your notebook the new words that you are learning this time. Because
Yes.
I think that we are learning the meaning of lately, recently, maybe about the superlatives. How long, obviously, is uh, similar to say como cuánto tiempo, ¿no? And for, pues es desde, ¿no? For, desde. En este caso, en presente perfecto, porque for puede ser por, puede ser para, pero en este caso sería desde. Y since in Spanish is, well, since has the same meaning that for, desde. La diferencia es cuando lo uso. Si vemos aquí, después de for, tenemos un número, ¿no? For tenemos un número y en since vamos a escribir, por ejemplo, I don't know, un mes, un año, etc. For es más como para un punto específico de tiempo. Y since es más para un tiempo más largo, una fecha, ¿no? Por ejemplo, no es lo mismo decir it's rained for a week, ¿no? Ha llovido por una semana. A it's rained since April. Ha llovido desde abril. Okay,
Okay.
so this is clearly different to for and since.
Yes.
Okay, and that's all questions.
No. Not
Okay,
question.
no questions. So we continue here. We have past events one time it's not mentioned. Okay, yes, we use present perfect to talk about past actions or events when time is not mentioned. For example, we don't say when these events happen. We have here some examples. I've broken my arm, I passed the exam, she's found a job, and we have here the uses to just, already, and yet. So we use often the present perfect with just, already, and yet. So we can use just after the verb have to emphasize that these events are very recent. For example, Tony has just called. We use already in positive statements to talk about actions that we have completed sooner than we expected. Already goes after the verb have. I've already finished my homework. Okay, so we have here the difference to just and already. Okay, we use just now, after the verb have to emphasize that these events are very recent. and we use already and positive sentences to talk about actions that we have complete sooner. Okay, this action obviously is recently, but this have complete. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And we use yet in negative sentences and questions to talk about things that we expect to happen soon. So in this case, the activity maybe didn't happen, we don't know, but we have the expectation that this happens soon. For example, have you finished your homework yet? I haven't finished my homework yet. So yet goes to the end of the sentence. Always yet it's at the end. Mhm. So this activity not happen. It maybe it didn't happen. No yet. No. So we are waiting that this activity get complete. So the idea is to use yet. So this is different to use already and yet. Questions about it?
No.
Okay. So now we have recently. We use we often use the present perfect with recently to talk about a past recent actions. For example, Dave recently bought a new car. So yes, this is a recent action, but this is a recent action in past. Now Dave recently bought a new car. So what's the difference to recently on a already? Kenya. ¿Qué diferencia tendría recently con just, already and yet?
And que es reciente, o sea, no tiene mucho que pasó.
Ok, yeah. No. De hecho, si nos damos cuenta, recently podría tener un significado similar a just, ¿no? Porque dice, we use just para enfatizar que este evento es muy reciente. Y este recently es para indicar que es una acción reciente del pasado. Entonces, la diferencia de yet y already, sorry, de just and already, podría ser que just es mucho más reciente, ¿no? O sea, justamente acaba de pasar, a lo mejor hace unos minutos, a diferencia de recently. Podría ser que pasó apenas hace unas semanas. Yes?
Ok.
Remember, usamos very para indicar que es mucho más, ¿no? Entonces, just podría ser más reciente que recently. Podría ser si lo comparamos con tiempo, just podría ser más reciente que recently. ¿Ok?
Ok.
Okay, we have the expressions today, this week, this month, this year. We can use the present perfect with time expressions when the time we mentioned has not finished. For example, I've seen Johnny today. Today has not finished. Has she called you this week? So how I explained? Yeah, the difference here is taking if the day finished or didn't finish. If the day didn't finish, obviously we use present perfect. But if the day finished, we use past. That's the difference to use these expressions. It's not the same to say, did she call you this week? Has she called you this week? Because al usar el did, queremos decir que ya esta semana ya se terminó, probablemente ya están en domingo, ¿no? A diferencia de ella te ha llamado esta semana, la semana no ha terminado, probablemente pueden estar todavía en viernes y no ha terminado la semana. Entonces, aquí la diferencia de utilizar estas expresiones de tiempo, hoy, esta semana, este mes, este año, es que cuando yo los uso con pasado, quiero decir que esa expresión ha terminado, ¿no? El día de hoy ya hablando en la noche, esta semana hablando en domingo, este mes hablando ya el último día del mes, ¿no? A diferencia de preguntarlo a mediados del mes, a mediados de la semana, a mediodía. Aquí. Entonces, en este caso utilizamos presente perfecto. Ok.
Okay.
Past experiences. Okay, we have here the use to past experiences. Never, ever, and before. We use the present perfect to talk about past experiences when we don't say or we don't know when something happened. For example, he has been to the moon. He's an astronaut. I haven't been to India. So, yeah, we're talking about experiences in the past, but we don't say or we don't know when something happened. So, here we use present perfect. So, remember, we use past simple when we know when this activity happened, when we have a specific time. But when we don't have a specific time, we need to use present perfect. It's okay
It's okay.
here.
Yes.
Okay, I think that we are going to finish the class now. I don't know if you have questions, comments at the moment.
No.
No. Okay, so I'm going to share this image with you by WhatsApp.
Okay.
The obviously the grammar, and give me a second. I'm on it. Okay, can you see the image? I don't know if it's good quality of the image. This is okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So please try to do a review of this present perfect and we continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we are going to finish the class now. I don't know if you have questions, comments.
No, at the moment, no.
No, at the moment. Okay. So maybe when you make a review, maybe you're going to get some questions. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow you have some questions. Okay, so if you don't have questions now, we are going to finish the class today. And remember, do the activities on Recreo, please.
Yes.
Okay, so see you.
See
Take
you.
care. Have a good night.
Bye.